It's rising against all the walls we're built for falling. All the walls we're built just enemy. So try and
Welcome back. This is Hard Corfy episode 2. We're dropping the deuce.
Dos.
2. Phil is modeling his t-shirt. Go ahead and show him. No, your t-shirt. It's his dad.
Jesus is my homeboy, but I stood up wrong. I'm sorry.
Anyway, alright. Today's episode we're going to talk about bands. Which bands we covering today?
We're going to be looking at Oh Sleeper, Little Norma Jean. Talk about the very important, possibly life-changing summer CD, The Showdown.
Possibly.
Could be, or it could just suck, but I don't think so.
Today we're going to input a new segment as far as plugs. We've been getting a little bit of feedback from the podcast itself for businesses, other websites, stuff that we're starting to kind of catch on to and dig. And then, of course, we're going to have our coffee segment, and we're going to wrap it up with a what I want. So we'll see how people react to that. So, pressing on, first thing we're going to talk about is the CD, Oh Sleeper.
Oh Sleeper, which is out. It's been out for a little while, but still, I don't know if a lot of people know who Oh Sleeper is. But it's a CD called When I Am God, and it's out on Solid State, and you should definitely check it out. And
Again, that was the opening cut, song called Vices Like Vipers. It's a pretty cool little melodic intro there, and then of course comes right on in with In Your Face.
In Your Face.
Hardcore that we so much respect and dig. So anything else about that?
The whole CD is really strong. I don't think there's really like a bad song on the CD. There's no fillers. It's just all excellent. It's all in your face kind of going stuff. And they combine a little bit of the melodic with some of the offbeat, chunky, riffy, chaotic.
I wouldn't really say it.
Oh, I would.
Some people say that. No, yeah, you would. I wouldn't say that it's screamo based or anything like that.
It's kind of more like a kind of like Norma Jean maybe a little bit, or I wouldn't say the Chariot, but
no, not quite the Chariot.
Not quite the Chariot, but you know, a little ching stuff going on in there.
Yep, definitely.
Yes.
Very cool.
Highly recommend.
Plot. It's kind of a cool plot. But again, it's like watching movies. I don't want to tell you how the entire thing goes or ruin the end for you. You're just gonna have to check it out. Again, that's Oh Sleeper. Album's called When I Am God. Definitely want to check that out. The next thing we want to move on to, as far as music is concerned, is a new release by Norma Jean.
The album cover's sweet.
Yeah, the artwork's been really good, man.
Yeah,
Oh Sleeper's artwork's awesome. Norma Jean's new artwork's awesome.
Art's coming back.
Well, you know, and that's one thing as far as critiquing goes, and he can attest to this.
Yeah, so we're talking about artwork, and I think I'm one of those old school guys. I like to buy the CD for the artwork. I want to check out the cover inside, see all about the stuff. And I know a lot of you youngins out there probably just go onto iTunes and download the songs you want. You don't care about the artwork,
or you're just ripping it off from their webpage, doing a Google image or something like that.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
Regardless,
seen that kind of a rant tangent, but there for a while people were getting back into buying vinyls.
Vinyls are the way to go.
Vinyl's a great format to listen to audio. Me having a very large audio background, I still think it's a great medium to listen to tunes. But above that, when that was really popular not too long ago, people were definitely buying the 45s and the vinyl just for the artwork.
Because the artwork's different than what's out on the CDs. It's special. It's sweet.
Yeah. So, and like what I was saying earlier, when I take into account how to rate a particular band or how a project comes out, I mean, a lot goes into it. In fact, most people don't like sitting there discussing music with me, because when I analyze it, I rip it apart, and it's not in a bad way. It's just, I'm looking at artwork, I'm looking at the way it was recorded, the quality of the recording, what was put into the lyrics, how those lyrics stand up to the image that this band's trying to put off, or whatever gimmick. The entire thing, the entire package. What makes me a better critic than anyone else? I wouldn't say anything. Hopefully when people are actually doing reviews of music, or they're doing any kind of feedback, it's honest and it's straight up. And I don't apologize for that. I know what I like. I know what sounds good. I know what the industry puts out. I know what the industry expects. So, that being said, when we...
Good night, dude. What is this supposed to be about? What was that?
That was a rant, dude. Remember?
That was... People are going to think you're totally...
a jerk, but that's alright, whatever. Take a number. Send me an email. Post some nasties on my blog.
The Afro Man would like to say this, that even though he sounded extremely anal, he does have a good taste in music. But I would say that personally, if it scares my family members, then it's good. And if they go, oh, I can listen to that in church, then I probably will listen to it. So that's how I base if it's good or not.
Right. Next thing we want to talk about was the Showdown.
Showdown. We know the name of the CD?
What's that?
What's the name of the new CD?
Oh, shoot. We're going to put a banner right here. And I apologize for drawing a blank. Anyway.
Maybe next year.
But speaking on Showdown, okay, first album, very much so in your face, very climatic as far as the riffs were. They'd build and it would get huge, and you have this pounding bass line. It was awesome. I still love that first cut on their first album. That's choice. It's good stuff.
Gotta have a headache now.
The second album, I know what they were trying to do. They're kind of trying to get this whole Metallica black feel, the Black Album feel. I mean, if you look at the artwork, it looks like the Metallica Black Album. But they went from one extreme of being, they're very much so metal, and I'm going to definitely give them props for that. They're cool dudes. They're great guys, and they keep it straight up as far as metal goes. I wouldn't consider them any of them posers or anything like that. But it was a definite extreme with that second album. This new album, they're kind of going back to their original roots, at least with the first album.
They sound angrier.
It's a lot heavier, still metal, but very much so hard hitting in your face. And I definitely like what I'm hearing so far on that. I'm looking forward to the release that comes out sometime later this month.
Yeah, so definitely need to go to the MySpace page, check that out. I think there's some pre-release stuff out there you can check out. It is sweet.
Yeah.
It is. So yeah.
So moving on to the next thing.
Sweet.
We're gonna talk about plugs a little bit. I think one of the most important things that's so cool these days, at least, is that when we first started following hardcore and metal and stuff a million years ago, it was very limited to what you could get. You had to get referrals from magazines. You had to you really had to do a lot of research. Why are you crawling on the floor? They can see that.